What's good, YouTube? Easy now 1337, aka Snow, back with some more infected hiding spots on the map Strikezone. Now, a couple of questions just to answer before we get into this, because this is going to be a relatively short episode because it's a small map. People say to me, oh, why don't you get an extra person to be in the spot? Well, when I record these, there's no one really online at the time I record these. Plus, I wouldn't want anyone to go out of their way just to sit in a spot for me. And I mean, you can learn the spots without them being there, and I wouldn't lie and just make up any random spots. And that leads me straight onto my second point. Everyone's like, oh, you're making up these as you go along. Well, there's a level of truth to that. I play Infected quite a bit on my knifing account to get some bank shots and stuff like that. And I do find these hiding spots, but when I record these episodes, it's not me planning ahead. It's just me running around and remembering the spots I've hidden as I'm running around. So the difference is, back when I used to do this on Modern Warfare 3, I had theatre mode, which means I could cut and edit it to each spot one straight after the other. But I thought that was a very abrupt edit, and it was like one spot bang, two spot bang, and I didn't feel it to be very fluent. So to make the episode more fluid, I'd have me running around and just picking up on the spots as I'm running past them. And sometimes I spot some while I'm running around that I've never used before that may actually look like it could be a good spot. So I hope that clears up a few things. So let's get into it anyway. So the first couple of spots I like to use, one is here. Not the best one. I use this just to as a moving from one space to another, because there's a lot of infected who run through here. This is a really cheeky one which I've used. If you just lie right here on the corner of these steps, you're going to be pretty much covered, because nobody coming from this way can see your legs sticking out. And if they're running at the infected speed, they'll just run straight past you. And the same the other way, because if you look, you're not really visible on the steps and people will just run by you. It's cheeky, and I have been caught in it a couple of times, but I do love trying the cheeky ones. They're fun. Obviously, over here in this corner is a good place to hide, but there's also a lot of infected people who are just looking to get kills will stay there. This open area, there's not many places to hide. I have hidden in here before, but again, it's more of a moving from one space to another type of place. You have all this down here where you can hide, but obviously again there's more infected people who are looking to get kills. But one of my favourite spots is right here in this corner. Now if you just lie down and wiggle your way back as much as you can actually pretty much disappear like your legs will be out of the map, but your little face and body will be here, and it's pretty easy to get out of in case you get trapped. You can also hide behind the bar, which I wouldn't recommend, and all that good stuff. So let's carry on through here. I haven't used anything in here. I know a lot of people like to just crouch in corners, but I don't see it. You have this spot here, which is rarely checked, which you could just lie down in. You have these grassy areas, which I don't particularly, I don't know what the word is, I don't like them, but I do use them because obviously it's right in the open. I would use a ghillie suit if you're going to hide in these grassy areas, obviously. I have also hid here in this grassy area, and it's worked. But my favourite spot on this map, without a doubt, has to be right here. And just move up as close as you can into the statue's foot. That is probably the best space on this map, even though there is a lot of traffic there. There's not really much you can do in this room. I have hid behind here obviously as well, but a lot of people check there straight away. I have hid here occasionally and just lay here, and people just don't seem to see it for some reason. There's also this spot, which is in a little cutaway, so when people are running this way, they're not exactly going to look over there. Your only trouble is if someone's coming from here, they can blatantly see you, but if you've got a ghillie suit on, you can get away with it. The last couple of spots are over here. I have this one, which is one of my favourites, to push your way all the way up into the white buckets. Ghillie suit obviously as well. We also have this one here where you just lie down in the trees, but obviously your ghillie suit's a different colour to them light green ones, but you can get away with it. And last but not least is right here. Now people have fooled me with this spot, even though I know this spot because I've used it. If you've got a ghillie suit on and you lie right here, it's going to be pretty much impossible to see you. So those are spots I have tried and tested and have worked, even though some of them are just moving from one place to another. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like a favourite, drop any comments about spots you may know in this map, all that good stuff. Peace out, take care.